What did you find?
There was a furry convention in Boston last weekend. I
Hey,
I I went into the office on Friday because I had karaoke, which I should show you those videos. Holy shit, was I
oh
drunk?
yeah, I saw that you
Um,
posted one and then I never got to watch it.
I posted one. Yeah, you go to my BlueSky, watch it. I'm fucking blitzed.
You remember
I'm not
doing it?
blackout. I've never been blackout in my life. Still haven't been. But I was really fucking hammered. Like can't stand straight, kind of hammered. When I get drunk, I feel like my head gets heavy and I like bounce forward and then like bounce back. I'm like, wait, gotta stand up straight.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, hit me and Johnny singing "Higher" by Creed.
And you were feeling it the next day, it seems.
Yes, yes, I was very hungover. Didn't stop me from going to Gundam Bros though. Given I was in bed till like noon. Um,
And then there was a furry convention. Yeah,
yes,
well,
yes.
bring it
I was
back.
gonna say, how the fuck did I get to this? So I went into the office that Friday because I had to be in Boston the night for a part for the karaoke party. So I'm on the train and we get to South Station. As I'm walking off, I turn to my right, and there's a dude with a huge suitcase and a big furry head on top of it. And I'm like, whoa,
Oh, he wasn't
what
even,
is
like,
going
wearing it in
on? I've
public?
never
He
seen
was
one like in public, not at a convention. And then and Kyle looked it up. There was one at the convention center in the seaport last weekend, I guess, from like Friday to Sunday.
but it's crazy that he brought the suit, he wasn't wearing it. He was
Yeah,
like,
but
"This is my
yeah. So
friend."
I mean, he had like the head in front of him, but yeah, I guess he put it on when he gets there. But yeah, furry convention, I
That's
guess.
that's when he becomes his fursona.
Yeah, it's his
I'm just
persona.
picturing you looking out the window of your office
Like,
and just seeing the streets flooded with furries.
well, thank God I'm not in the seaport, but terrifying. Apparently, they didn't wander from the convention center very much because we had some people doing a site visit over there. They were like, "Yeah, we didn't see any of them. Didn't know there was one going on because they were closer to like the water side, not like the convention center side. They said they didn't see any.
Thank
Um,
God there were no stragglers.
yeah, thank God, no fucking kidding. Um, yeah, furry convention was going on. I had a hell of a Friday, basically.
まるで音ひの話終わり迎えた証長すぎる旅力君がしたい説それは
VGU Gaiden presents Frieren Beyond a Journey's End. Season 1. And a little of 2.
Are you watching that video of me singing Creed?
Oh no, I didn't end up. No, I was no.
If you go to my profile on Blue Sky and go to videos, it's the first thing.
Oh dear God! Should I take a moment and take and
And then the
sample a bit of
immediate
this?
next video is an awesome meme that no one appreciated. I can I can quietly hear myself over your mic. Dude, I was so fucking drunk. Dude, in my head, I'm doing like the perfect voice, by the way. Like in my head, I'm fucking in my head, I'm nailing this shit.
Good God! Was Johnny just as messed up?
No, he had to drive home.
So he was just like, "Oh God, I'm here for this."
He was like, "Here you go." He knew what he was getting into. But anyways, it was so much fun. I've said we're doing this for my birthday in April. Like, heads up, everyone, it's happening.
I'll go to that.
It wasn't even that bad. It was like not including like any drinks people got. There were 15 of us, and it was like $35 a person for like 3 hours.
Wow.
So not and that's not including any drinks which people paid for on their own. So it's like that's pretty good.
Do you have to pay to get in?
Yeah. You like rent a room.
Oh, so you
You
weren't
rent a
like
room,
super
and
in
then there's a
public.
deposit. Yeah.
Okay, you got to be kind of privately shouting Creed.
Oh yeah, no, I would not be. I would not be doing that. Just like out in public. No, I'm too worried about that. No, but yeah, but dude, we opened up with Lucas and I started with differences by Genuine
Mhm.
because of that fucking low tier God video of him singing it. I was like, dude, we gotta do differences. We're like, my whole so good, so much fun. That I did Mother Tongue by Bring Me the Horizon. I did Downtown with Clifton. I did
Mhm.
I did Simple Man. A bunch of us did Creep. That was fun.
Oh my god.
Beto did Hurt. It was so good. It was a lot of fun. It's right by the AMC theater, AMC Lowe's by the Common. It's right
Yeah,
there on that same street.
I remember it being it's by the theaters too, right?
Yeah. So right next to the theater is Rock Bottom Restaurant and Brewery, which is where we went for dinner, and then right around the corner, if you're heading to AMC Lowe's, is Viva Studios karaoke.
Okay, yeah. I can
Which,
picture
by the
that
way, in
very
there it's like, do you remember the club from Tron Legacy where like Daft Punk is
the
in the movie?
club.
It's
Yes, I
literally
do.
like that. It's all like these like reflective black surfaces with neon lights. So sometimes you can't tell if something's a wall or if it's like reflecting the hallway behind you, especially if you're as drunk as I am. So I'm stumbling through this place like the fucking the weekend during the Super Bowl.
It's a hall of mirrors, yeah.
Like I'm like, oh my god, where am I?
Da,
It was
da, da, da,
terrifying.
da, da,
It was
da.
terrifying. Fun time though. Very fun time.
Jesus Christ, you just made your
Yeah,
own nightmare.
yeah. It's a good time. I go from blaring Creed to where am I? Is there a Minotaur in here?
It's a miracle you got home.
It very much is. Well, I don't have to drive. I take the train.
But you did it alone?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I drunkenly take the train home all the time.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
It also helps that like I'm literally on a school campus.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like safe area. It's all just like frats near me and shit. If they see you stumbling around drunkenly, they'll probably just invite you in for a beer. Like,
Well, speaking of a good time, um, we are here to do a thing that has been in the works for a long time.
and that is
Um,
getting Graydon to stop listening to HAR.
that's never gonna happen. But what
God
did
help us all.
happen what did happen is I finally watched Frieren. Um, finally
Yeah, it
finished
took you
Frieren.
forever when I kept telling you how much of a masterpiece it is. You're like, "Oh, guess I'll start it."
Yeah, yeah, it took me a damn long time. I got, like,
It
halfway
literally took you like
through.
almost a year or something. You got like halfway through it.
Yeah, I got halfway through and then I just kind of I don't know, things happened. I started watching other things, Stranger Things and whatnot. Um, but
Chat GPT
yeah,
show, yeah.
what's interest oh, I get that. I get what you're saying. That's crazy. Um, but yeah, what's interesting about Frieren is that it kind of felt like 2 seasons. Like,
Yeah. So anime is typically like 12 episodes. That's called a core. It's 12 episodes. That's typically what your season is. But this was even more than that. This was 28 episodes. Um, which is still, I think it's still considered a two core season. It's just like two 14 episode cores instead of 12.
okay. Because I would say like, well, actually, I think it was episode 17 that the opening and closing credits change, and then it kind of just becomes more about the first class mage exam stuff.
Yeah. Which is a phenomenal arc. It's very good.
It really
They
is, and it felt
introduced
like
like
it.
so many characters all at once because normally the whole show was like just like it was just free run and then it was free run Fern and then it was free run and Stark. And then suddenly you have like 18 new characters introduced and somehow they handle all of them like very well. Like it doesn't
Yeah,
feel overwhelming. Like, it's done very, very well because of how they get split up into teams, I think.
Well, in the beginning with those parties, and it would tell you on the screen, like, here's the characters in each party, and I was like, I'm not gonna care about any of these people. Like, I'm not
Mhm.
gonna need to know their names at all. And then the labyrinth storyline really made you like it broke it down into groups really well, made you realize what everybody like even what their powers were and who their names what their names are and where they like lie in terms of the relationships they have with the parties. It was really well done.
Yeah. No, it's phenomenal.
But the show in
Um,
general, very well done. I mean, to
it's well done. I mean, it's beautiful. The voice acting's incredible. The, uh, the soundtrack's great. The guy who did the soundtrack, Evan Call, also did, some work for Gundam, funny enough. Um,
really?
yeah, yeah, he did, like, there was this movie they were playing at one of the malls in Tokyo, and he did, like, the soundtrack for it, the Next Future Pavilion or whatever, I think it was that movie. Um, but, yeah, so, I mean, he's done a ton of stuff, but yeah.
Huh. Well, I was very amazed. I mean, you said like the names and
Yeah,
the
it's all just, like,
concept of it
simple
is very
it's all just, like,
German.
simple German, and there's a lot of anime, it's like the Fullmetal Alchemist, Saga of Time of the Evil, which is kind of another whole thing, but Fullmetal Alchemist, Saga of Time of the Evil, there's Attack on Titan is very German, uh, I
Hmm.
don't know what it is about, like, German like, old German aesthetics and anime, I don't know what's up with that, but it works out pretty well.
Especially in terms of like war and like small town countryside
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
Um, but the music was very, like, Celtic inspired. Like, there's a lot of
Yeah, yeah.
themes, leitmotifs that come around again. I even noticed, like
Oh, see,
so
now that you're
w
saying that, oh, you're gonna have to watch The Ancient Magus Bride.
the what?
Ooh, The Ancient Magus Bride.
Is that another
Ooh,
show?
yes.
Oh my god. Is it very Celtic?
Ooh, it's so peak.
Honestly never heard you mention that.
I love it. I own a bunch of the manga volumes, but I've actually never watched season 2. I've only watched season 1, but I loved it.
Wait, is this the character in it?
Yeah, so there's sort of 2 main characters. There's this
You
guy,
have showed me
I'm
this.
blanking on his name, and then the girl is Chise, I think? It's phenomenal. It's also heavily rooted in, like, European myth, and ancient cultures like that. It's actually kind of a similar vibe, to Frieren about, like, appreciating life.
Huh.
Ancient Magus Bride is beautiful.
Well, yeah, no, I would definitely watch that. I mean, even just seeing the animation of the GIF makes it look like it's really cool. Oh, you sent another one. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, he do be spooky.
Yeah, I don't really know what's up with him. I think he's like an elder god, and his whole thing is that he wants to learn to be human. Um,
Huh.
again, I haven't watched season 2. I only have up to, like, the end of season 1 of the manga. Um, but it is very, very good, actually. Definitely when I first watched Frieren, I was like, "This is kinda giving me Ancient Magus Bride sort of vibes."
Huh.
Very, very good. But Frieren, back to Frieren, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of, like, themes that come and go, and I was saying, like, we watched the 1st season, and we just watched the finale right before recording this, and the, 1st episode of the 2nd season, which by the time this goes up I'm gonna try to put this up, like, immediately, which is very
Yeah,
hard for me usually, but I'm gonna do it to be topical. And so probably the 2nd episode, at the most, the 3rd episode has come out by now, but, animation's still the same, music still very similar, though the animation does look a bit more polished. I know I said that, but it did have a different vibe to it. Um, but I was hearing bits in the music from the 1st season coming back in the 2nd, so it's just like, I love that when there's a through line of the
yeah. You
music
were
working for it.
really loving the new opening by Lulu by Mrs. Green Apple. You were really loving
Yes.
that.
I mean, all of those intros and outros are
They're
incredible,
really good.
and
The
I
first one is by Yoasobi, which people just like to hate them now because they were so popular. They did like a ton of animes like for a couple years, and people are like, "Oh, they're everywhere. They're obnoxious." Like, no, they're great. Shut up. But but it's still my least favorite opening of the three, which is funny. But I love the part in it, where like the chorus sort of starts to happen, or no, it's not the chorus. It's like right at the end where you see like Frieren and the screen sort of splits, and you see like Himmel and the party behind them, and then forward is like Stark and Fern. Or it's the other way around, and then it sort of closes in. You see Frieren between them. And it's like, oh, it's just so cool, man. There's so much to love about this. I did want to ask though, out of the show, like, what was your like favorite episode or like scene?
So, so I took a bunch of notes, and I know there's like far too many for me to even really touch upon. But I know that I mentioned somewhere like episodes that stuck out to me. Um, so I will say one of the first moments that caught me because when you were telling me about the show in the beginning, I was like, "Is there a lot of action?" And you said there's minimal action, but when it comes around, it is
It's very good.
really good. And, so the first couple episodes felt like it I mean, in hindsight, it's very interesting because it was a lot of, like, they're doing chores. "Oh, we're trying to go and find" she was trying to find a spell every time, and, "Oh, what can I do for this village?" And then when we got to I think it was Granat, that arc with the actual demons that showed up with the
Oh
king.
yes, yeah, and the one like controls blood, and that there's Aura, which
Yeah.
has what an ending.
Yeah. Like, that whole bit, I was like, "Oh, we're actually doing something," and the part that shocked me is when she's in the prison cell with that guy,
Oh,
and
with
she
the string around her neck.
yes, it just
Yes,
cuts his head right off.
yeah, 'cause she and you find out that she's known as Frieren the Demon Slayer. She's
Yes,
just killed fucking thousands of them. It's like, oh,
because
oh.
up until then, she's just been a docile, like, kind of, I mean, very
Yeah, yeah, but then
stoic.
you remember she's a mage who's been around for like 1,000 years,
Right.
and has specialized in fighting demons.
And I think it's worth noting what you were saying about Seria at the end of it, where like she's been around for even longer than Frieren, very jaded by people who try too hard and how,
Yeah, and
you know,
she never had someone like Himmel to sort of show her how to appreciate life. You know what? And
yeah.
a part of that also is just because they're elves, and like they just in general sort of grow and move sort of slower because of their lifespan.
Mhm.
And it's interesting because a lot of series that have these like people who live long use that to show that humans move too quickly. And
Yes.
Freeman kind of does the opposite by showing that it's so wonderful how quickly people grow and change and evolve. While a lot of others are like, oh, it's almost dangerous how quick humans move. They don't stop to appreciate things. And Freeman says the exact opposite. No, it's specifically because we live such short lives that we appreciate what we have.
Right. And we're watching it through the eye of somebody that like,
That
you
doesn't
know,
have that problem, but can still
yeah.
now appreciate it because of the life she has lived with him.
And a day is just a second of life to her, and she doesn't, I mean, like, when you get to the mage exam and she's just like, why bother getting a
Right.
certification when things will just change again?"
And that's why it's all about this though, this appreciation of life. And the whole thing that Verbal has, where he speaks to Freeman at the end, where he says it's the little things that Himmel did. It's about
Yes.
appreciating the little things in life. That's what it's all about. And that's what drives me nuts, where there's detractors of Freerun um generally say that nothing happens in Freerun. And I think so much happens in Freerun that it's really easy to lose track.
Mhm.
Because but all of it is subtle. It's a little things. It's not this big bombastic like like sequence of events. It's these little quiet moments that you're supposed to be appreciative of. And there are so many. Now, that being said, my favorite scene in the show is Stark fighting the dragon. Uh and the dragon fight itself is awesome, right? And it's
Mhm.
beautifully animated, but it's the scene, the flashback, and I'm gonna tear up as I talk about it. Of Eisen saying when he was training Stark, he struck him not out of anger or hate, but because he recognized how stupidly strong Stark was, and his body moved on his own to defend himself. and
Mhm.
it's like it's not even this moment of regret. It's almost like there's pride in his voice for Stark. Like there's a regret of what happened, but also there's this bit of pride in him of like look at how incredible Stark is and how incredible he's going to become. And
Yeah.
I love that moment so much. And then of course he literally kills the dragon with a single hit and doesn't even realize it because he doesn't even know his own strength.
Right.
Well, because you know down the reason why he stared down that dragon and was paralyzed with fear, he didn't understand the dragon was also paralyzed with fear. That's what he didn't that's what a lot of people don't realize. No, the dragon isn't scared him because it's fascinated or something. The dragon's also scared shitless because it can tell just how strong Stark is.
Mhm.
He is I love Stark so much. He is my favorite character. Again, he has these beautifully animated moments when he does fight. Um, People talk about him putting on this jacket. There's this scene where he puts on his jacket and it's just stupidly well animated.
Oh, wow, I didn't notice
Um,
that.
yeah, that's like insane.
That was, like, rotoscoped.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Holy crap.
That's insane. People always talk about that. They always talk about him putting on the jacket because it's crazy. But I love him. I love him fighting the dragon.
It's that
Um,
second, like, left arm
yep,
push through
yeah,
the sleeve.
yes, I see it. Um, but I that's my favorite scene in the show. But there are a lot. I mean, of course, her killing Aura and just going Aura, kill yourself is fucking crazy.
It's
That's
ridiculous.
that whole like episode is just like crazy balls to the wall insane. And it's like that fight's crazy. Fern fighting the dude who controls blood is crazy. And
Yes,
of
when he,
course,
like, slams her into the
Stark
wall.
fighting the demon girl who knows all like all of Aizen's moves, but he's like, oh wait, I'm stronger. That's right, and just rips her apart. Um, again, that whole like episode is just like again, you don't have like I think that's the only episode that's like maybe 80% action. Like even though when he fights the dragon, that episode is maybe like 10% fight. Like there's not much. But when they
Mhm.
have fights, it's crazy good.
Yeah, I mean, they did, there's that other episode where they first, like, learn about what did I have? I had it written down. That f like, that first big monster that they try to fight,
Where they learn that Zoltrak, the killing
Zoltrak.
spell, is just basic offensive magic now.
Yeah, and I
That's
love the
it's a
fact
really, really good scene.
I love how in it comes into play later on with, I wanna say the shadow doubles in the labyrinth, where Frieren's whole thing oh, no, it comes when they, when all the parties are fighting each other, when it's like that Hunger Games
Mhm.
to catch the bird, um, what they realize that, like, Frieren and in turn Fern all fight with basic spells to
Yeah,
conserve their
yes,
mana.
someone says while fighting Fern, it's like I'm fighting my grandpa. And
Yeah,
it's really funny because you don't see that fight play out. The next time it cuts back to them, that girl is unconscious on the ground.
right, right, but it's like they've learned that that's kind of all you need because so much of these mages wanna be flashy,
Yeah.
and Frieren's learned, like, "No, why bother? Why put yourself out like that?"
Yeah, she's like offensive magic was already mastered ages ago. And that also kind of plays into her like not really putting any sort of importance on combat magic and putting in more importance on the little more interesting spells like a field of flowers.
Mhm.
Um which is oh my god, which leads me to also one of my favorite episodes, the one where they take like a 2 month stop to go look for the flower that was like in Himmel's village or was like his favorite flower that they go around looking for it. And they
Is
spend
that the
literally like 2 months just wandering the forest looking for the blue flower.
is that the one with the statue?
Yes.
Okay, with the, crown of flowers they put around him?
Yes, exactly. Which I don't know if you noticed, but they all have crowns of flowers in the new opening.
Yes. There's, like, so many symbolic things, like, even the fact in the second one where, she had those bits of jewelry That, like, I think you had gone to the bathroom, but you probably remember the scene when they're
Oh, yeah, yeah, where
at
she
the
was talking about,
lakeside.
like, the bracelet and the hair clip that she has.
Yeah, like, all these little things, and she's like, "I guess I just lost so much that I'm enjoying amassing a new collection of things that mean something to me."
Right.
And, it I just love there's so many themes to this show, but, like, the core of it is, like, found family,
Exactly,
and,
which I'm always a sucker for.
oh, I love that shit,
I'm a
and just,
sucker for found
like,
family, dude.
how learning to be a better person through like, every one of Frieren's party, like, the initial hero party, like, learned something from each other. And
Yes.
you get that through the flashbacks or even, like, the Hider stuff with before she finds Fern and those flashbacks to him being, like, an old man, the way that he talks to people, the way he talked to, I think it was Zine, right? That, like, Zine learned under him,
I think so, yeah.
and it's like, even then he taught him lessons, and it's just everybody got something out of that,
And
and,
funny enough,
it's
I think a
beautiful.
lot of people can also just learn from watching this. So you might have heard, might not have, but when this show was airing, there was over in Japan there was this girl who almost got stabbed, and some random passerby like basically like jumped in front of her and took the knife instead, like he got stabbed instead of her, and
Mhm.
lived, but went to hospital, survived, and said that he did it because that's what Himmel would have done.
And it's crazy because you've told me that story,
Okay,
and,
I have.
no,
I
I'm
wasn't sure.
not saying that, like, yeah, but I to hear it again, to remember it, and to now have context is like, "Oh, that actually, like, touches me now."
Yeah,
Like, I get it, and it's just like that's the goal of the show is to teach some
yeah,
kindness, and, yeah, it's just really crazy how, like, you're learning it as Frieren is learning it, and then paying it forward to people, and, yeah, I ended up writing down a couple of quotes as I went along that I thought were really cute. I'm just trying to see.
go ahead.
Aura kill yourself is not one of them.
Hmm. Yeah, I
But
thought that one was cute.
I did write that one down.
Yeah, but I will just that scene though, when she has like the scale, and so it's like whoever's mana is greater, and it's
Yes.
just because demons are so just full of themselves, they cannot fathom someone else having more mana, and then it's
Mhm.
Reaver has been around for over 1,000 years and barely ever uses any of it. It's so good.
That whole mana thing is really a crazy, like, subplot to it all, because there's the whole, like, she can conceal it, she can conserve it, there's
Yeah, and I mean,
gaps in it.
she really did it for survival to like to learn to like hide from demons and whatnot.
Mhm.
As like Flom taught her, but it also kind of I think is almost representative of like her being humble. She has every bragging right in the world. For God's sake, they killed the Demon King. They stopped the war. They like she's the most one of the most famous mages of all time, and she could be full of herself if she wanted. She's earned that right, but she's not. And I feel like
Yeah.
that's almost like a physical representation of how she's actually very humble.
And I love that to the very end, like, even when she's talking with Saria about things, and I know I wrote this one down, where she was like, oh, shit, I didn't. But the whole thing where she's like, "Oh, you must have been really lucky to, like, have good allies," and Frieren's like, "Yeah, I was, like, unbelievably lucky." Like,
Yeah,
she's humble to the very end and knows that her strength does not come from, even though it does, and she's, like, gifted, she still attributes every talent that she has to having good friends.
exactly. And how much she trusts them. Like again, she says, "I trust you with my life, Star."
Right,
Um,
and that little smile as they're running out of the cave, like,
yeah,
just
yeah. She's like,
realizing that
Himmel used to eat cheeseburgers. Tony used to eat cheeseburgers.
oh, one thing that I did, I'll go back to the quote thing, but one thing that my biggest qualm with the show is, I think, a kind of standard anime trope. It brought me back to, like, Yu-Gi-Oh days, but the stupid exposition during fight scenes where
Mhm.
whether it's in their minds or out loud saying to the other person, "Oh, you have so much more mana than me. How am I ever supposed to be able to overcome this?" You know what I mean? Like those moments.
Yeah.
It
See,
that's
I don't even notice that kinda stuff.
really it doesn't like
No.
come off as cringy because
Dude,
it's just a
I
standard
have
thing.
been I've been in these trenches for, like, 10 years now, man.
Okay, then maybe it's just an anime layman complaint, but
It just
every
maybe.
time I was like, it kinda takes me out of it that they have to explain
Would you
everything to
rather
me.
have them sing it like in Frozen?
I would. That would be nice.
Or you weren't you're not supposed to say that, don't
Yeah,
Batman couldn't waterboard that out of me.
I think that would actually be a bit nicer if all of the action scenes were in song.
いつかね少しね世界に優しい風が吹いたら何か変わるのでしょうか帰りない場所がある誰もがこの星の子孫約束はね大事にね温かく残ってる
But I digress.
Yeah,
Looking at
anyways, what another scene I like when she's like, "Wait, but I'm supposed to be able to knock out any man by blowing a kiss," because she blew one to him once and he passed out. She's like, "Why that's supposed to work on any man, why
I
doesn't it work?"
forg I forgot about that. Like, the show is really funny. Like, it's
It
got
is.
some
It
really
is
good mo
actually very funny with these, like, some of these, like, subtle moments.
and when I
I do find the "You can give this gift to any man and he will be happy." It's the clothes dissolving, like, potion or whatever.
oh my god.
That was funny. That's a I don't know if you noticed when Fern and Frieren, like, mirrored each other during those, like, demon fights, by the way, with both
Oh,
of them, in front of the moon.
I didn't catch that. I do love
Yeah.
when they fly, though. Like, it's the coolest shit. And I love the stuff with their
Oh,
staffs.
I love, there's so many, even, like there's even, like, little subtle things, like, I really like this when they're, like it's during the winter when they're, like, helping, like, get shipwreckage out of water or
Ye
something, and
yeah,
there's
yeah,
just
yeah.
even, like, little subtle funny animations. There's, of course, her and the fucking mimics.
Oh, her and the Mimics is
Those are
so
so
good.
funny. They're so funny, and I love she always does this because one singular time there was a grimoire.
Is that what it
One
is?
time. Yes. I think was that there was one time there was a grimoire, so she has to check them all now.
Ah, okay. That's so fun. I just love that that was, like, a just a character trait of hers, that there was, like even when
Yeah,
they
yeah,
get through
yeah,
the
and her going,
labyrinth.
"It's dark. I'm scared."
Yeah, it's wet in here, and then when she's like, "Please don't pull me out or you'll cut me in half." You have to push me in and choke the the mimic.
Yes.
Like, um, but yeah, like, in the very beginning, I mean, I watched the dub of this, and I didn't really care for her voice. I was like, "Oh,
I
she's gonna
love
be,
her
like,
dub voice.
annoying." But she really grew on me. I really like how she's very, like, subtly subtly happy, subtly angry. Like she's just got that very somber tone to everything that she does. Even when she's angry and like killing demons, she doesn't get heated. And she just kind of just keeps her cool and has that air of I've been doing this for so many years that why waste energy on anything? But also she can
Also,
have that like clueless bit where she's still learning stuff. And I just love that. Yes.
I'm trying to find there is, like here we go, here we go. Hold on. I finally found it. Sorry, I had to wade through fucking, um I had to wade through fucking, like, a garbage AI generated nonsense to find this, but,
In GIFs?
no, 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 on Google search. But there is just this very brief scene. I think it's in one of the opening animations or closing animations. This brief scene here, with Frieren, like lying
Mhm.
in water, and it reminds me of there's this Lady of the Lake, Ophelia. Um, that's a very famous painting. And it just kind of reminds me of it.
Oh, okay, it does.
It just made me think of it. She's got,
Hmm.
like, the reeds next to her, like, it's completely off topic. It's just I just thought
No,
of it.
no,
I need to
it's an
know this.
interesting little parallel. I will include that. Um,
Um,
yeah, those opening the openings and the closings and even, like, just like, when we just watched the second opening before the finale, I was like, "Oh, there's so many little hints in here that now I understand having seen who these characters are and what they're doing." It's just like it's so cool how much they include in those openings and like, oh, and the way that um they use the outro music at the very end when you start sobbing at the credits.
I I warned you I was gonna burst into tears, and Lord did I. I finished the first season. It was like, "Huh, I really thought, like, I cry at the end." I didn't even cry at, like, the flashback with Himmel, and then I watched the closing credits, and then there's that very last scene where she says it again, and it was like a freight train directly to my soul. Just, oh my god, I was a fucking wreck when I
Because
finished the show
it's
for the first time.
because it's like a full circle of everything that
It's
she's learned.
so fucking perfect. It's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, I just love those, like, lessons that she learned, and then they take us back to those flashbacks, and we learn them, and we understand why, like,
Yeah, yeah, and she's like, "Himmel used to eat cheeseburger."
she that was never said. It
Tony
was never said.
Tony used to eat cheeseburgers.
Um,
Oh, I forgot about this fucking terrible gift. Hold on, can I get it?
oh,
Where was it?
no.
Come on. Hold on. There's one of her with, like, a MAGA hat, and she has a Bible, and she drops it in shock. It's really stupid.
What?
There, there.
Why? What in the
It's really,
world?
it's really stupid. It's so bad. Sal likes to post it a lot because it's really dumb.
Why did they give her a MAGA
I
hat?
don't know. I don't know. It's a really stupid gift. It's kind of very funny.
Um, yeah, when looking for quotes, one that I found that I thought was really cute was, when Fern and, Stark have that argument that only Zine can help with, and it's just about the fact that, like, he grabbed her improperly or something, and it made her nervous. Do you remember this bit?
No,
It's
yeah, I
like
don't actually.
A and he's like, "Oh, like, girls don't like it when you talk to them like that or when you go about things like that." And then there's just this little moment and Fern's like, "Please be gentler with me." And it's just like, why like, the I get why people say nothing happens, but even little things like that
That
mean so much
literally
to their
so
characters.
much happens, dude. So much
Yeah.
happens in these little ways.
I'm
Oh,
just like
you know what was another funny scene was when it was when Stark and Fern were like dancing in the ballroom, and Zine turns to Frieren and is like, "So do you want to dance?" And she's like, "I'm eating cake."
Yeah, some of the food that was another one I loved where she's mourning the flavors of old, it was the quote that I had written down, but, like,
Yes,
when they went to that restaurant and they're like, "Oh, there's no way it'll be as good as it was," and the guy is so adamant that he's like, it will be forever the greatest things you've ever tasted," and she's like, "It's not, but it's even better," and,
yes,
like, just that whole concept is just about, like, making new memories and
yes,
how beautiful things can feel when it's new and fresh and with a new group of people, and, it's so good, and even going off that, like, found friend thing, like I had mentioned in the 2nd season, um, where, like, all those parties that they were formed into in the Hunger Games time was, like, everybody kinda stuck with him. That girl was calling Denkin grandpa still, and Verbal kept
shout
all
out to
his
Denkin.
people. What?
Shout out to Denkin.
Shout out to Denkin.
Oh my god, I fucking love him.
But, like, everybody, everybody enjoy and Ubel and the other guy, the astral projection guy, like,
Yes.
everyone came together and was just friends in the end. It's lovely.
I love, again, just because we haven't talked about it just, on the recording yet, is, I love Denkin being out of mana, but not out of options, and just rolling up his sleeves and fucking decking that guy. S so stupid. Um, and also I wanna talk about, because we haven't talked about recording, is just, um, Himmel not pulling the Sword of Legend. He was not the hero destined to kill the Demon King, and he did it anyways.
Yes.
Because Himmel was just that motherfucking guy. He was him, been him, he will continue to be him for all eternity. And there's this scene where they see that, and, like, as they walk out of the cave where the sword was, Stark just kind of stops and looks back, and then just keeps going. And, I mentioned that I think that sword's gonna come back. I think Stark is going to pull it, and what's gonna happen is either A, he's not going to pull it at all, and it doesn't matter is the point. Or B, he's gonna pull it and it's going to immediately break, which I think would be just awesome.
That would be awesome, and then maybe he, like, has to find some other way to, like, get out of a battle, but he's able to do it because he's just naturally
Yeah, yeah,
strong.
yeah. It's just another. He doesn't need it. He's because now Stark's that guy. Stark's that motherfucking guy now. He's him.
But that's that whole thing of, like, everybody's just believing in themselves. I mean, even one of my notes I just found, "Good friends know she doesn't have to prove herself as a mage." And there was some moment there where, like, they flash back to Frieren and the hero party, and she, like, had some kind of doubt in herself, and they were like, "We know that you'll do it. We know you're the best there is."
Yep.
And then they flash to present day, and Fern says, like, the same thing verbatim, and it's
Yep.
just like, "Oh, yeah. No, like,
Like Himmel used to eat cheeseburgers.
Jesus fucking Christ."
It's what
It's
it's it's every episode. It's awesome. It's just Tony used to eat cheeseburgers.
God damn it.
It's every episode. It's awesome. It's not even a Christmas. I love it. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
it's kind of excellent. Good lord.
Himmel used to eat
Um,
cheeseburger.
you know what we never talked about was Richter. Did Richter
Richter. Which one was Richter?
Richter was the guy in Denkin's party that tried to remember when the land
Is
broke
he
and
the Earth
Denkin.
guy?
Yes, Denkin went to fight Frieren and Richter was gonna fight the 2 girls that
Right.
failed.
Yes. Yeah. 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 Right. Right. He's the guy who does like Earth magic.
And I know that he failed the labyrinth because he got attacked and he
Right.
had to use the golem. But then did he fail the first mage? He must have.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. If you fail that, you're done.
Okay, you were done. All right.
Yeah. And
Oh,
by
yeah,
the
no,
way,
now I remember.
interesting thing about those golems. By the way, that's the old guy who tries to kill Freeman at the very end. That's his magic.
Oh, for real?
I believe so because it's very briefly shown when Freeman is talking about
In the
like how she remembers them and their favorite spells, and his was the golem. He's like making the
yes.
golem,
Oh
I
my
think.
goodness, you're right.
I
That's
mean, again,
crazy.
it might not be. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I think it's like, oh, he was the one who came up with that spell.
You are so right. But then also, I don't know why it just came back to me, flew back to my mind. But Richter, we do get to see because he had that shop. That was the whole thing. He was like the tinkerer in town. He fixed Fern's staff. And
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then at the end, Denkin comes in and he tells him that, like, it's just 3 years and you're gonna be even stronger when the time comes, which then we get a lesson about patience. You know,
Mm,
it's just like every little thing that's done has a purpose. Even those first couple episodes where it's just like, "Oh, we're going off to do this now. Oh, we're gonna clean some stuff out of the boat pieces out of the water. Oh, we're gonna go." Remember when they go to that village and there's that little girl that, like, gets saved from, like, she sees Frieren, like, as her mom or something? It's very I'm very vaguely remembering this bit, but it's just like every little thing that happens serves a purpose in this show. Like, it's so expertly crafted, man.
it's just phenomenal. Again, I need to actually go and read it. Um, I need to find somewhere that has. I don't think my usual go to actually have it. Hey, my usual go to does. It's none of it's in English, baby. It's all Russian translations. Okay, I'm gonna have to find another site to read this on because I've only watched it. And I want to go through and actually read it. Let's check my backup site. Hold on.
I have one
Just
note
go
that
to
just says Seria is a sack of shit.
Saria's whole thing is that she's a foil. Yet she's not really foil, but she's the opposite. She's what Frieren could have become if it weren't for the people she has met along the way. Just this jaded sort of like figure is sort of just soured to the world around her. But she still has these glimpses of like what could be, of like she can still appreciate things if she just opens up and accepts things.
Yeah. No, that's kinda brilliant. I mean, I know that that's, like, the definition of foil, but you putting it in that perspective of, like, this and one route goes with the hero party and learns how to be a person, and the other route, she just kinda sits in that throne room of grimoires and just doesn't
Exactly, and she just stays there forever, which is exactly what Freeman could have been. But yeah, no, it is foil. But
but
it
she
just
but she
it's
took on Flamma, she's taken on multiple human mages and doesn't believe in them. And then I think she passes Fern just to spite what Frieren believed would happen,
well,
and then she
she
again tried to
she
take her
she
on.
does like Fern because she notices just how insanely talented Fern is, and she's because Freeman says herself, Fern's going to be even more famous than I am.
Mhm.
And and that's the thing about Sarie is she notices she knows talent when she's
Yeah. And going forward, I think that that's gonna be an interesting thing because I know that I love that whole concept of the era of humans is here. Frieren sees that, like, she's not gonna be as big of a deal, but it's gonna be interesting how Frieren has the history. She's obviously much more powerful even now still than Fern, but Fern has the greatest honor of mages in our time.
right.
So people will look to her and be like even it was funny when the guy was carting them around and he's like, "Wow, it was just I felt so good to have a first class mage." And it's like, "Bro, you got Frieren with
Yeah.
you." And that meant nothing because he's like, doesn't what does she have? She's got no credentials. But like, I think going forward, we're gonna see Fern taking more of a front seat just in terms of being able to prove her power, see how people see her as the hero more. Because obviously
Yeah,
Frieren has her
right, and it's important
people
to
know
to note
her.
that, like, the show is Freeman's sort of not the main character. It's more
Mhm.
like you're just seeing it all through her eyes. She's a bystander. And, it's seeing everyone grow through the eyes of this, like, near immortal person, that's kind of the point of it, and she's more of like, she's there, but she's almost a bystander in it all.
Yeah. Yeah, that is interesting. Is that it's like she's the window to
She she's
watch the
she's
show
almost
that
she's a
is everyone
chronicler.
else's. Yes,
Which
exactly.
is in another way is what Serie herself has been doing. She's been chronicling great mages. She'll never forget them. As long as she's around, they'll never be forgotten.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a major theme of just remembering and treasuring the past, but you still have to look to the future. And Serie can't look to the future is the problem. She's incapable of doing
Right.
both. She is completely stuck in the past. That's why she sits on ancient grimoires
Is her throne made of grimoires?
all day. Uh, no, I don't think so. But she is surrounded with. There might be a shot of her sitting on grimoires.
That would be crazy if that were.
But I know there's at least a shot of her surrounded by stacks of grimoires. I just can't remember. Yeah, so the throne isn't made of grimoires. I'm supposed to picture of it. But she is surrounded by like a tower of them.
Okay.
This was old. This was in that flashback where she meets Frieren for the first time as Flom took Frieren under her wing.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, and it kinda makes it feel like she just doesn't She doesn't have the I mean, she always has this jaded look to her where she just doesn't really have the passion for learning, or maybe she's just learned it all and she's just tired of it, but
Yeah. Or she
no
well,
one
you
steps up
can
to the
never
plate to
learn it
impress her.
all is the thing, but she thinks she has.
Right, true.
And I think it pisses her off when she sees Frieren, who's someone who recognizes that she can't learn it all and
Mhm,
still goes and like explores and learns things anyways. And I that's part of why she pisses her off so much.
mhm. Also, looking at this gif of them dancing reminds me that that plot line was probably the best execution I've seen of a pretty basic, like, television trope with, like, the, "Oh, you look like my son. Can you dress up as him to like, make
Yes,
people think he's alive?" But, like, it was just so well done
yes,
in
it's
terms
very well
of, like
done. I also want to say Stark and Fern are adorable together. They are a very cute.
oh, yeah.
Obviously, not a, like official couple yet, but it's going to happen. They're constantly saying, "Please just date already," and they're very cute.
I mean, it was heavily hinted at in this season
Oh yeah,
premiere
oh yeah,
to the point that I thought they were just gonna, like, drop it that it's happened, but the will they, won't they, I don't mind. I do like that Frieren doesn't have to, like, have a partner. Like, there's
yeah.
no yeah, there is that feeling with Himmel and, like you had said, like, the person that she was supposed to
Which
love,
like
like
had she been living in the present, she would have been with him, but she wasn't. She was again, she was more like Serie.
right, and she was learning to know what it's like to be a person.
Right.
Um, but
And it wasn't
it's not
until Himmel got lowered into his grave that she realized that.
right. But it's nice that it's refreshing that they're not constantly pushing love interests on her and stuff, and
Yeah, exactly. That would be actually really, really annoying, and I think would just kind of suck. I like her being this sort of like that was what it was. This is now, and we're we're moving forward, and like her again being this sort of chronicler is like this role I really like for her.
mhm.
You gave me holy rain 恐れずに進めよ Holy rain 振り返ればいつも Holy trace あなたが笑ってた Oh だから Holy rain つまずきながらでも Holy rain 私は踏み出せる遠くへあなたがいる場所へ
Yeah. It's a damn good show, man.
Yeah, man. I've been telling you this. It's so fucking good.
I actually got someone at work to start watching it
There you go, man.
'cause, I ever since she started there, she had talked about how she loved Attack on Titan, and I was like, "Oh, so you're a geek too? Oh, wow." And then I realized that, like, that's all she knows. And I was like, "Oh, well," and then me and the other guy who knows a lot more about anime than I do have just been like, "Oh, here's things that you should, like, try." And I had mentioned that I was watching Frieren, and now she had gotten further than I did. I was like, "Fuck, I gotta I gotta get back on my shit,"
Goddamn right
and
you do.
thankfully I did, and, it's definitely one that I don't know, in terms of the mainstream, would you say that Frieren's not super in it?
Frieren is literally Frieren season 1 was the highest rated anime of all time on my anime list, which is crazy, okay? That it dethroned Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, which had been up there for literally like 15 years. Okay?
Of what you had said?
What? What do you, well, I thought
You
you were
just
saying
said
is it popular in like in like
yeah, you just said "my
mainstream?
anime list." Is that a
Yeah, yeah,
thing?
no, no. My anime list is a website for like ranking anime. It's like a very
Oh,
popular
okay,
website for
like an
ranking anime
IMDb
and
or
whatnot.
something of I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, exactly. For like late 15 years, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood was number one, and if anything beat it out, it would get more negative ratings from Fullmetal Alchemist fans. There are so many positive ratings for Frieren that Fullmetal Alchemist fans can't do anything about it, and season one like trounced it, and
Wow.
now season two is higher rated than season one. One episode in. It has even more.
Really?
It's even more positive reviewed. Yes.
And this episode was kind of a bit of a nothing burger in terms of, like, plot
This
and excitement.
episode was fucking awesome. You kidding me?
It
It was
was
so good.
awesome, but it didn't, like, "Wow, look at that." It was subtle. It was back to being subtle again, which is fine. I loved it. But it's like to look at one episode and be like, "Bring it back up." Like,
Yeah,
that's
it's oh,
crazy.
funny enough, you know what's else is above Fullmetal Brotherhood now is the Chainsaw Man movie. That
Oh, well,
movie of the fucking year. That movie was fucking awesome.
I hear that's deserving.
It's phenomenal. Um, but yeah, so right now, ranked number 1 is, uh, Frieren Season 2 at 9.32 stars. Number
Wow.
2 is Frieren Season 1 at 9.28. Number 3 is the Chainsaw Man movie at 9.11. And then at number 4 is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood at 9.1. At number 5 is my GOAT Steins Gate, though, 9.07. Shout out to Steins Gate. It was really
Damn.
funny going to Akihabara and being like, dude, that's the place from Steins Gate, like every 2 minutes.
Did you
Because
go,
then
"Christina"?
the end. Yes, I went to Crucitina. And I drank Dr. Because right by the Steins Gate stairs is a Dr. Pepper vending machine. It's only Dr. Pepper.
That's funny.
There are a ton of Dr. Pepper only vending machines, and they have special cans.
Wow.
God, I miss Japan.
Did you go to the, since we're back in the world of VGU Gaiden, did you go to the, Your Name stairs?
Oh no, I did not actually.
Did
I
you
hadn't even
see
thought of that.
anything that was in a Shinkai related thing?
I might have and just not noticed. I was mostly around like Akihabara and whatnot.
Gotcha. Well, you saw the shrines, right? You saw some kind of shrine
Yeah, yeah,
gate?
I went to a couple shrines. Yeah, there was one that was
Wow.
like a little like fox shrine that was in the middle of like their financial district. It was crazy, massive like sky rises, and then there's just this little shrine, like
Aw.
maybe the square footage of like my apartment, like that small, just in the middle. It was incredible. And then I went to the Meiji Shrine, which is ginormous.
You just hear the Susume music starting on the wind.
Um, but yeah, so Freerun is absolutely very mainstream. It is incredibly popular.
Did you see that
Um,
kinda stuff in Japan? Did they have any free run type merch?
oh, ton of Freerun stuff,
Oh,
everywhere.
I
Freerun
need to
stuff
find free
everywhere.
run merch now. I'm a big fan.
It's Freerun stuff everywhere. I mean, there's a lot of just gotcha game stuff. I mean, especially if you're in Akihabara. Um, you get all sorts of shit like that. Um, One Piece, there was a ton of like you had your big shonen stuff, a lot of My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, stuff like that. But there was plenty of free run stuff. A lot of Nikkei stuff since all their merch is like finally starting to actually come out.
Mhm.
Did you see the Doros I got?
Yes.
Awesome. I got two more on the way too. Um,
What was the big movie that came out? It was a Demon Slayer?
yeah, yeah, Demon Slayer came out.
And how low on
And
that,
the thing
yeah.
about Demon Slayer is that Demon Slayer is very pretty, is animated by Ufotable. The story is pretty good. It's not bad. It's also not like mind blowing. Like it's a shonen, right? It is like a solid enough story, but you compare that to like something like Chainsaw Man. It's like the writing is like nothing compared to something like Chainsaw Man.
Huh.
And to say that, let me say that the movie is not even in the top 25 right now on MAL.
Wow. Did One Punch Man fall off of that list?
Oh,
Because everyone
I mean,
hates it now?
even One Punch Man season one isn't on here.
Wow.
The top 25.
But
I
this is
mean,
of all
I
time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, just like through like fan votes and whatnot
Let
here.
me guess some. Let me guess some of them.
Sure.
Is there a Dragon Ball on there?
Nope.
Is, fuck. So this is any kind of is Attack on Titan on there?
Yes. Season 3, part 2 is at number 6,
Wow.
and I think
Um,
there was another one.
what's the other one
Yeah.
speaking of?
The final season is at rank 29. Oh, Violet Evergarden. I actually still have not watched that. I need to watch Violet Evergarden. Um, God, I really need to watch that.
People didn't like without spoiling anything, I thought people didn't like the final season of Attack on Titan.
No, I mean, I think everything after season 2 is garbage anyways.
Okay.
But yeah, no, the ending of Attack on Titan is pretty widely panned as being, like, dumb and not very good, which is
Hmm.
what I've been saying about Attack on Titan since, like, anything after season 2. It's like, fuck, I think Attack on Titan's fucking stupid.
Gotta watch that fucking
The
show.
the
I
du
gotta dive
du
into that.
dude who writes it is a fucking loser who's like, "Actually, Korea benefited from Japanese occupation." It's like, I think you need your ass kicked.
Is any Gundam on that list?
No,
Is, Evangelion or
no.
the no?
So this is all
Damn.
anime. Oh, yeah, let me go top movies. Of course, Chainsaw Man is number 1. Hey, number 3 is A Silent Voice.
Ooh,
Your Name is number 6.
nice. Perfect Blue on
Um,
there?
the first Slam Dunk is number 11. I need to watch that. That's supposed to be, like, incredible.
The first slam dunk. Is that
Yeah, no,
Space
that's
Jam?
supposed to be incredible. Like,
Huh.
it's very famous. Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel 3 is ranked 16. No kidding. Oh, Look Back. Ooh, Look Back. I haven't watched it, but I've read it. Tatsuki Fujimoto, the author of Chainsaw Man. I read Chainsaw Man Part 1 and was like, that was pretty good. I enjoyed it well enough. And then I read Look Back and Goodbye Eri and was like, I need to go read Chainsaw Man Part 1 again. Oh my fucking god. I had no idea. I just thought this was a shonen. I had no idea this had writing. And I went back and was like, holy fucking shit. Tatsuki Fujimoto's a fucking genius.
Where's, Spirited Away on that movie list?
uh, well, the first
It's gotta be in there.
what's it called?
Or
Studio
Howl's.
Ghibli movie is at number 14 of Princess Mononoke.
Mononoke, right.
Um, wait, hold on. Oh,
Totoro?
Howl's Moving Castle is at 13. Sorry, it's in Japanese, so I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Um, I mean, Spirited Away isn't even close to being the best Ghibli movie. So like,
Yeah, but that's like I would say that is the most seen one.
I mean, it could be the most seen one and not be the highest rated because I'm
I
at number
guess you're
40
right.
and haven't seen it yet.
Is Grave of the Fireflies on that list?
Uh, can these not be in Japanese if I'm on an English website? Kizumonogatari 2 Neketsu Hen. Okay, English. It fucking might be. I don't know.
Was Death Note on the anime list?
Oh yeah. It's all anime. This archives everything.
This is fun.
Um, let's just go to like most popular, like ranked by popularity. Attack on Titan's number 1. Death Note's number 2. One
Nice.
Punch Man's number 4.
That's crazy.
Like a
Hero
lot of it's just
Academia.
shonen. It's gonna again. I enjoy shonen. I just like it's fine. Like if I actually want something to sink my teeth into though, I'm gonna go with something else.
Is
Now and again,
Naruto in like the top 10?
uh, yeah, Naruto's number 9.
Nice.
Sword Art Online's number 6.
Oh yeah, that one.
Your Name
What?
is actually number 11.
Oh, time to watch Your Name again.
Jujutsu Kaisen's number 13. Steins
What's that
Gate's
one that
number
you hate?
14.
Solo Leveling?
Solo Leveling is so fucking bad. Like it has good fights and that's it. That's all it has going for it. Which is fine. Like I'm fine again. I'm fine with watching something that's a shonen. I'm fine with just watching something that has good fights. But when people talk Solo Leveling up, like this is one of the greatest stories ever told, and I watch them like, what? I mean, the fights are
What?
cool, but this is just like another power fantasy. It's like nothing special. Um, and I was told, no, 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 no. Season 1 ends when it gets really good. I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm willing to bet that where it ends is very interesting. And then season 2 happens. I'm like, okay, that was still pretty good, but it didn't get incredible. They're like, no, no, now it gets incredible. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna keep doing this, aren't we?
You don't
You're
understand.
gonna keep telling me it's gonna get incredible next season. I'm gonna keep being like, I mean, it was fun, but it wasn't like mind blowing. Um, and unfortunately, solo leveling success has opened up the fucking floodgates. You thought we had slop now? You thought we had isekai slop? You have no kind of idea the garbage that is being written in South Korea.
Really?
No, no fucking clue. It's no, No. You think the isekai about turning into a vending machine is boring? You have no fucking idea what awaits us. And it's already started. It's already started. Tomb Raider King was just announced, and guess what? It's just more fucking solo leveling. The main character looks completely identical to him. It's just, and it's gonna keep happening. We're gonna keep fucking getting that. It's all gonna be the fucking same. We're gonna get a nice homogeneous ball of slop
Of just the same
coming
thing
out of South
reskinned
Korea,
over and
coming
over
out of
again?
South Korea. Okay, which we had with like isekais and whatnot. There are a lot of them that are the same, but there were a few diamonds in the rough. There were none in South Korea. There are no diamonds in the rough because the diamond in the rough was supposed to be solo leveling, and it's fucking nothing. It's
Was
got
that
good
really?
fights, and that's it. Yes,
That was, like, their
solo
big
leveling
thing?
is supposed to be the greatest South Korean manhwa, which is manhwa is it's they're comics. That's what in Japanese it's manga,
But
in
what was
Korean it's
before
manhwa.
it?
God of High School was there, God Anime, which is a fucking nightmare. Um, I think Tower of God, I think might have been a manhwa. Don't quote me on that though. I heard that was like okay. The thing about God of High School is it's really interesting at first, and then it just like completely explodes into nonsense, and like they nuke South Korea and they have to fight God, and he's also Wukong. And people are like, oh well, they condensed like 40 chapters into like a few episodes. But everyone I know who's also read it has actually read God of High School has been like, yeah, but it doesn't really make a difference because it's still just as absurd and poorly paced if you actually read it. Like it actually just doesn't matter. Um, yeah, waves of slop. Oh my god, we're shoving money into a furnace, just
I looked
shoveling
up
it
a
in there,
couple
man.
of these manhwas. You have Solo Leveling, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, The Beginning After the End, Tower of God,
Yeah, Tower. Okay,
um,
okay. Tower God was a manhwa. Okay.
The Greatest Estate Developer, Return of the Mount Hua Sect, or Blossoming Blade. Any of
God, it's
these
all slop.
ringing
It's
a bell?
all slop. It's
Do
all slop.
Doombreaker, also known as Reincarnation of the Suicidal Battle God.
All of these are just how One Punch Man is like, oh, I'm completely unstoppable, but it's like a comedy. All of these are I'm completely unstoppable, and you're supposed to take it seriously when there were no stakes. Um, and every single one of them are like that, and it sucks. It's miserable, and I think we need to build like a ginormous like Faraday cage around South Korea, so none of their like data gets sent over Wi-Fi to any other countries.
Well, if you create a Faraday cage, good luck to the women. South
We
Korea's gotta
we can get those poor women out of there first.
we gotta get those
We
fucking
we
women
we
out of
we
there,
got we got to
man.
get those poor women out of there.
Good lord, someone made a manhwa tier list and it's massive.
Someone made a manhwa tier list, and that right there is what we call one of the most unemployed men in the world.
His peak tier has, I'll just read them. Lightning Degree, The Ember Knight, Memoir of the King of War, Return of the Mount Hua Sect, Infinite
Ever
Level Up in
ever
Murim.
fallen asleep while watching Solo Leveling?
Solo
Have you
Leveling's in
seen
his
that?
S tier.
Have you seen that? The ever fallen
No.
asleep while watching Solo Leveling? Hold on.
God of High School is considered a webtoon. They don't call it a manhwa.
Oh, right, because it was on the Webtoon website.
I'm just amazed how many of these fucking things there are, and I've never heard of any of them because no one talks about these fucking things. Newbury Comics hasn't learned about manhwa. Slave B reincarnated as the Duke, Limit
Don't
Breaker.
ever say that to me again. Come on,
Which
where's the fucking
part?
video? Oh, here it is.
RIP Limit Breaker, never gonna be above garbage tier, on the lowest tier on a tier list. All right, what am I looking at here?
It's ever fallen asleep while watching Soul Leveling. I One thing I really hated about Soul Leveling, and again, I don't like hate solo leveling. Uh, I like it's fun enough. It is good fights. The animation is nice. Hiroyuki Sawano does the soundtrack, and I love him. But people hyped it up like it was crazy good. I'm like, this is fine. Like it's enjoyable. It doesn't have like again, it's like a shonen. It's good fights. The writing is like passable. That's it.
So what? It's like that it's just boring though?
Well, yeah, but that's the joke. So people go like, "Ever fallen asleep while watching Soul Leveling?" Well, you're not alone.
That's funny.
And that's what so people like people call like solo sleeping, sleepy leveling. Like
Sleepy leveling. That's so crazy. I've heard
I
that,
call
like,
it
I've seen it.
I call it a sleepy slopping, but that's me. Um,
I've seen it so
and
many
also
places, I thought it was a big deal.
I really really hate actually one thing I despise is how the main character looked like an actual, like, person at the beginning, and then when he gets, like, all his, like, crazy abilities, he literally gets, like, a fucking Giga Chad, like, chin and looks like a completely different person, and it's fucking ridiculous. Like,
Hmm,
so this same thing happens in the anime and manga Parasite, which is fucking 10 out of 10, by the way. Like,
hmm.
wow. It's Parasite with a Y. Holy shit, watch it or read it. I recommend
Oh,
watching
yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
honestly. It's from the 90s, but it didn't get an anime till like 2015, and it's fantastic. It's
I have
so
heard
good.
about this one,
It's
yeah.
better to watch than to read, though reading it is still like fine. Don't get me wrong. The anime follows it to a T though. And he has a transformation like that where suddenly he's like a fucking Giga Chad as well. But there's an actual like a biological reason that it happens, and it occurs after like this incredibly major event that I won't say because you gotta watch it. Um, and it's like, oh, I get it because now his biology is changing. It's like it makes a lot of sense. And then this is
Hmm,
just like, he's just like he's toned as fuck. Now I get he's been like training and stuff like that, but he literally just looks like a completely different person.
hmm.
I remember apparently some people were mad where like I think it's in season 2 or whatever. Like his mom comes out of a coma that she'd been in for ages, and he cried, and people were apparently upset at that because he's supposed to be this stoic, like Giga Chad who doesn't show emotion. I'm like, damn, the one time there's an emotional moment in the show, and
They're
the
like,
fans
"No."
can't stand it. It's like, are you kidding me?
God. What is, like, the one anime that you have experienced with not a shit fan base?
To your eternity.
What? What?
Oh, which you're
What?
you gotta watch To Your
That's how
Eternity.
obscure it's gotta be to be a
Ooh,
good fan base?
first of all, To Your Eternity is not obscure. It's written by the author of A Silent Voice. It has 3 seasons. I believe the manga is still ongoing, and it is fucking incredible. It is just as emotional as A Silent Voice too. Um, To Your Eternity is basically there's the god of this world, and he makes a pebble, drops it down to earth. Eventually, a wolf dies on the pebble, and now the pebble has turned into the wolf. The wolf turned out was the pet of a boy who had been left alone at his village. He believed his village was coming back, but he was injured and he was just left to die in reality. And eventually the boy dies, and now the wolf is the boy. And
What?
it is basically he's going through and learning from everyone and everything he meets because he is going to become the next god. And it goes through it goes through like basically like eras of humanity. So first it's like tribal, and then you get to like feudalism, and then like season 2 is modern day, and or not season 2 is more like kingdoms, like medieval kind of stuff, and then season 3 is like modern day, and eventually we get to like a cyberpunk dystopia. As he goes through like eras of humanity, it's really really good. It's fantastic. I
Hmm.
love To Your Eternity. It's very, very good. It's not mainstream, which is probably why you don't doesn't have like a shit fan base. I mean, there are plenty of like like I wouldn't necessarily say they're shit, but they're kind of annoying. Um, I mean, I love Gundam, but I'd say Gundam fans are pretty fucking obnoxious.
Yeah, and that's based on different series too.
Oh
Like you
no,
say
no, no,
certain ones.
they're all fucking obnoxious.
Oh, okay. Alright.
They're all obnoxious, schizophrenic Fujoshis, but that is what I put up with to get more Gundam. So you know,
Oh, the Fujoshis.
we leave it at that. We leave it at that. I keep getting more Gundam. We're good. I'm
God
happy.
bless the Fujoshis.
God bless the Fujoshis. I get more Gundam because of them. But yeah, To Your Eternity, very, very good. Definitely, definitely recommend. I gotta watch Gachi Akuta. It's supposed to be fantastic. Johnny reads it and says it's really good, and the anime's been airing. and Gachiakuda, I believe, translates to literal trash. So that's the joke. If anyone ever says Gachiakuda is like literal or actual trash, it's like that's the bit.
Huh.
Um, what are some garbage ones I've watched? Oh yeah, this one fucking sucked. I hated this. VTuber Legend, how I went viral after forgetting to turn off my stream because I was like, I saw a clip of this. It was like, oh, this actually looks kind of funny. Let me watch it. I watched the first episode. And it's oh, she forgets to turn off her stream, and then they overhear her watching another stream and like being really vulgar. And it's like, oh, this is funny. It's like that's now like what she does on stream. She just acts as she is. And then from there, it just kind of devolves into like dick jokes. I'm like, this is stupid. And I stopped
Oh,
watching
nice.
after episode two. It was fucking awful. I got a bunch of stuff on here that like I need to go through and haven't gotten to it. The Duke of Death and his maid is supposed to be really good. It's like if he touches anything, it dies, but she loves him anyway. It's supposed to be really good. Uh, Pseudo Harem is something I really want to watch. He's basically dating a girl who's schizophrenic and has multiple personality disorder. So it's pseudo harem because she has multiple personalities. That's apparently supposed to be pretty good.
Why is this where all the creativity is?
What?
Like, if you these are all, like, really like, as
Yeah, they're
wacky as
really
they
cool
can
and
be,
original ideas.
they're really original things, and then
I mean,
we just
a lot of
fucking
this stuff also
remake
starts, by the
Moana.
way, as manga and comics and whatnot. Compared to if you look over here where all the comics are completely dominated by DC and Marvel, and if you're not in there, you're probably not going to really manage or like
Right.
really gain an audience unless maybe if you're like maybe like Skybound, you know. But it's like that's kind of it. I guess a dark horse, but even then, if it's a dark horse with like original stuff, it doesn't really gain a lot of traction.
No, I'd argue the only, like, big comic developer that's still trying to do original things is Image. Like,
Image,
every every
I would say I was gonna say IDW, but it's like sometimes people talk about IDW. When they do, it's like Transformers. They have one coming out right now that's pretty funny. It's Romeo and Juliet, but from the perspective of Godzilla, who is actively destroying the city,
That's
which is pretty
awesome.
awesome. But guess what? Guess what? It's Godzilla, so it's still a Japanese property. So
Right, it's still
we've
connected to
come back.
something.
We've come back.
Well,
Um,
do you blame, like, I don't know, like, I just feel like you could take these things if you wanna make something off of an established IP in a way, take something like the Duke and His Maid and make that, like, a live action movie or an animated movie, but, like, that's not anime exactly, but, like, try to make it Western. But do you blame the fact that just, like, all of those things are always trash? Like, when you try to make Western adaptations, they tend to be shit.
and I feel like they tend to be shit though because people who in the West who make them don't actually respect the material. They don't see anime or manga as like a legitimate art form, but at the end of the day is just racism. It's like
Yeah,
the Oscars are supposed to be a global award ceremony, but it's not. It's all Western stuff. It's all white stuff. You don't see
right.
anything out of like Africa or like Asia. Like you don't. Or South America, like you don't see that at the Oscars. It's only white stuff, really, or at very least like white countries.
Mhm.
And that's what it is at the end of the day. It's like it's this level of like they probably don't even realize that it's racist to be that, but they're inherently looking down on it from like a different cultural perspective and don't even realize. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Like the people who do that. I'm not saying are racist, but they have like racial prejudices that they do not even realize.
Yeah, and they just don't wanna even give it the time of day that it needs to try and figure out what this is gonna be.
Right.
That's
But
unfortunate.
there's a lot of good stuff out there. There was one I started watching that I started watching with Kyle that we kind of watched as a joke called Welcome to Demon School of Rumakun. And it was another isekai. We were like watching like this is like a children's show. This is kind of funny. We kept watching it. And then we called him because he looks like Deku, the main character of My Hero Academia, but he has blue hair. We called
Mhm.
him Blue Deku. By the end of season one, we were calling Deku Green Aruma. Season two, goaded. Season three, goaded. I think we're getting a fourth season soon. Yeah, yeah.
Jeez.
Shout out to Welcome to Demon School to Rumakun. That series is fucking awesome. There were some out there that turned out to be real like sleepers. I love so again we had so many isekais of just in another world. fucking shitting in a public street or whatever, right? I use my level 99 shitting power to scare people away. Um, there were some that ended up being actually very enjoyable. One I really enjoyed is the Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. Exactly what it sounds like. The Red Ranger ends up in another world and just becomes a hero. It's fucking awesome. I love it. It's so funny. There's like a bunch of like running gags. Like whenever he poses, there is a real tangible explosion behind him. Um, there's so much fun shit. Like there is a lot of good stuff out there, and there is even more garbage.
Oh, yeah.
You it After so many years of it though, you kind of learn to pick through, like just immediately pick up. This is probably going to be garbage. This is probably going to be good. You kind of learn to pick up on things just from looking at it, honestly.
Mhm.
Which sounds stupid. It's stupid because it's like, oh, you're judging a book by its cover, but it's like, you've been in this anime game long enough. You kind of just know for the most part. Again, you have some sleeper hits. Like there was one I would originally never would have watched called "Banished from the Hero's Party. Now I live a quiet life on the countryside." And I only started watching it because Kyle sent me a gif of the main heroine who I thought was hot. I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll watch this as a joke. And it's one of my favorite romance animes of all time.
Huh.
It's fantastic. It's adorable. The soundtrack's fantastic. Season 2 is mid, but season 1, ooh,
That's such a crazy name. I just looked it up.
yeah, I own like the first 5 volumes of the light novel. Never ever watch Death March to a Parallel World Rhapsody, whatever you fucking do.
Why?
Whoever wrote that needs to be like fucking. We need some public hangings or something. That is the worst shit I've ever watched in my life. Terrible, fucking awful, dude. Oh my god. There was one part where he gets to fight like this like Lich King. It's like, oh my god, finally he's gonna fight someone crazy, and then he just convinces him what he's doing is wrong, and he's like, yeah, you're right, and just gives up. It's like, "What? No fight? What?" It's not even like a well written thing. It's just like the guy's like, no, yeah, I guess you're right. It's like, what? Wait, what? And then there was one part we were watching, and and I was someone was like stole something or like kidnapped someone like outside of like the inn he's staying at. I lean over to Kyle. I'm like, dude, what if he just fucking jumped out the window? Wouldn't you fucking know it? He literally jumped straight through the window. Show sucked.
It sucks.
Terrible. The jumping through the window is like the one funny thing. Everything else is terrible. You watched Kaiju number 8, right?
I watched, like, half of it with you, and then I never went back to it.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, it has because it has it's getting its third season, and that's gonna wrap up the whole show. So
Yeah, and I hear that they're, like, thinking about, I don't know, like, a live action thing or a
I
spin-off or
wouldn't be
something,
surprised
like,
if they do a live action thing. I'm not, I don't give a shit. I don't watch it.
I just hear that,
The
like,
only
they've
live
got
action like
extra.
anime property that is actually interested me is actually funny enough coming back to it. Parasite. I've heard it's actually pretty good.
Huh,
Because it's holy shit.
what
Holy fucking shit. They just
what?
announced a real great fucking Ingram. Holy shit.
A what? A
Holy
who?
shit from Pat Labor. The mecha from Pat Labor is getting an RG. Holy shit.
I'm gonna go and look what that means.
Holy shit.
What is pat labor?
It's another mecha.
Ah.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Okay, alright, okay.
This was
That's a
leaked like 4 years ago or something. Wow.
well, that's a
I'm
sufficient
sorry. What were we talking about?
that's a sufficient enough derailment.
No, I'm sorry. What were we talking about? I like
It's all
everything left to my mind.
it's all good. I will probably wrap the episode
Okay.
because we could go on and on for anime forever. Um, but you've definitely given people and myself ideas of things to watch. A lot of things I actually, like, do want to watch someday. Um Oh, shit, there was one in there that I wanted to oh, well, you kept mentioning A Silent Voice, and I still need to really watch that. Um, and obviously, like, Full Metal Alchemist, someday I wanna try.
Full
Yeah.
Metal Alchemist. So make sure when you watch Full Metal Alchemist, you Brotherhood. So what happened was there's the original Full Metal Alchemist anime, which is from 2003, and it diverges heavily from the original series because the original series was still being written as it aired. So it ended up just having its own story, and it's still enjoyable. I still like it a lot. But Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is the actual story and is like by far superior.
Okay.
So watch Brotherhood. If you still want more, go watch the one from 2003.
What's the one with the, what's it called? The Chimera.
That's I think that's in both of them. I mean, Chimera is a concept already that is in both of them. You're
Mhm.
probably talking about the dog, which
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in both. The scene that everyone posts is always from Brotherhood, but I think it's in both.
Okay. Yeah, I've definitely
I
seen
haven't
that.
watched the one from 2003 since like 2017, so
Huh. Well,
I rewatched Brotherhood last year actually though.
is it long?
It's like 50 episodes.
That's not awful.
That's going to seem very very short when you get started because you just want to keep going.
Huh.
It's one of those shows. It's I literally watched it in like a weekend.
Are they half hour?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, what's next on our docket? What do we watch now that Frieren is gone from us? Well, it's still here, but you know what I mean.
No, we go outside
We go
like in real
outside.
life. Yeah, no, we talk about The Walking Dead.
Oh, shit. I don't
Uh-oh.
I don't wanna talk about The Walking Dead as much as
What
I
a
do wanna
coincidence. Neither do I.
as much as I do wanna do,
Also,
like, the
did you know they're doing
Jeopardy!
another season of The Walking Dead: Dead City? I thought it was
Oh,
just gonna be
yeah.
like a 6-episode thing and that was it, but I guess there's another season on the way.
No, they're doing it, and they keep filming it in Worcester.
Yeah. Okay, so was that I wasn't sure if that was Daryl Dixon or the Dead City they were filming, but my dad mentioned they were doing that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Go
a
watch the
fucking thing.
Netflix Devil May Cry show, and I can complain about how just fucking stupid it is and how Adi Shankar needs to be hunted down for sport. He needs to die.
But didn't he do,
And if he touches Berserk, I'll do it myself.
Ar Avi Shankar? Uh, what did he do?
He did the
Oh,
Castlevania series.
he does all of those things, okay.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that did the fucking, Naked Gun reboot?
I don't remember.
He's got a name like,
That movie was awesome though.
Akiva Schaffer.
Oh, you haven't seen Gurren Lagann?
I haven't
Gurren
seen Gurren.
Lagann Gurren Lagann is the anime that started it all for me. It's 27 episodes. What we'll do though is we'll watch it and then you watch the movies, which are slightly different. Or at very least you watch the ending of the second movie.
Hmm,
Um, Gurren
alright.
Lagann is what started all for me. That was when I used to be like, anyone who watches anime is a fucking loser. And now I'm still like, if you watch anime, you're a fucking loser. But I'm also one of them.
Mhm.
Um, and Gurren Lagann is incredible. It's to date one of my favorite animes of all time. Um,
Hmm.
whenever I need some like uplifting, I go watch Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann is the epitome of the like the indifferent cruelty of the universe, where it encounters the indomitable human spirit. Like that. That is the
Jesus Christ.
essence of Gurren Lagann. It's so good.
How many movies are there?
There's only two.
Alright. I'm in. I would ask you where to watch it, but I'm sure it's on Crunchyroll, and I'm gonna have to get that for free
I
rent
so
anyway.
the show is on Netflix. You should watch the show first.
Okay.
I don't know if they have the movies on
Sub or dub?
Netflix. Oh, either. Both are good, honestly.
I'll dub it up.
The show is 27 episodes. Yeah. Yeah. All the lights in the sky are stars. Fuck yeah, they are. Fuck yes, they are, dude.
It still blows my mind you can play Red Dead Redemption on your phone through Netflix.
You can do a lot of things on your phone. That's I use my Netflix account to play Into the Breach.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, which is the funniest movie ever made.
I'll use my phone to watch Gurren Lagann, which you'll love.
Yeah, but have you ever seen any clips from Resident Evil Infinite Darkness? Because it's the funniest thing ever. No, wait, sorry. It's not Infinite Darkness. It's oh god, hold
Yeah,
on.
Infinite Darkness is one.
No, no, but it's not the one I'm thinking of. Hold on. Resident Evil movie. Um, Press Redfield rifle spin.
Is that the one where they're fighting in the hallway?
Yeah, they're fighting in the hallway, but there's also the really, really awesome scene where they're shooting at each other at point blank range on a roof and just dodging, and it's fucking awesome. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Hold on, I
It
gotta
was
scroll down.
Resident Evil Vendetta.
Gun fu. I love the term gun fu. Oh my god, it's
Look
so
at
loud.
look
Holy
at
shit.
look at that.
Wow, that was so loud in my ear.
How
Good
are they doing this?
god. What in the world is going on here?
But there's also like the one scene where him and Leon are fighting like zombies in a hallway, and Chris like has like I think it's like a bayonet on his rifle, and he sticks it into a zombie, and then pulls like the release to like drop the magazine out of it, put another one in, and then takes it back out and like shoots the zombie again. it's it is awesome. I love the Resident Evil movies, all of them. The live action, the animated, they are all completely terrible. I love
This
them.
is the
I love
dumbest
them so much.
shit. They're just
Isn't it? It's amazing.
rolling all around
Who could have
everywhere.
thought of this? Only a schizophrenic could have thought of this.
Wow. Yeah, he's hitting him with the magazine. That's incredible. And through the window they go. I hope not onto zombies.
Remember at the end of
Wow.
that one Resident Evil movie, like the second to last live action one, where it showed like them and then all the main characters like on top of a wall outside the White House looking out over zombies, and then the next movie picked up and none of them were there. That was funny.
All right. Well, to wrap it up here, because we're going
Yeah,
late
it's
here.
it's bedtime.
Gurren Lagann will be our next thing. Well, honestly, here's the thing. All right.
Ah, here we go.
What? No, there's episodes like in the chamber that I still have to edit, and
Mm,
I'm gonna try to get them out. Um, they're gonna be random and weird, but like
yeah, it's
weirdly timed. But they'll probably go up after this before Gurren Lagann. That being said, I really want to lock in on doing shit this year, having my output be better, and actually try to, do this kind of not regularly, but more than just one series per year. So, hope to see Gurren Lagann, I don't know, within a month and a half. And then we'll do the series as one episode, and then we'll do maybe the 2 movies as another episode, um, unless
yeah.
they're
I mean,
really
the movies are
chunky-ish.
mostly they're mostly recap. If anything, I would say watch just the second one because it does a
Okay.
couple things like a couple character stories, and how it shortens them, and then the ending is like different. So
If
you watch
you
like the last like 20 minutes of the movie, the second
now
movie.
that I'm getting what you're talking about, d would you recommend to someone who has watched all of the original Gundam series to still watch the movies?
I still say if it's your first watch through, you should watch the show first and
Wow.
foremost. You watch the show. You watch the show version. And then you go watch the movies. And I think that is my philosophy with any of this. You should watch how it was originally intended to be viewed first and foremost,
Wow.
for better or for worse.
Well, I shall do that with Gurren Lagann, and we shall reconvene when the need arises.
Awesome.
But for now, uh I won't say goodbye because it will be embarrassing when we see
True.
each other
Oh,
again.
by the way, I'm keeping an eye out for tickets for Hathaway.
Oh shit, yeah.
It's coming to U.S. theaters. We just don't have a date yet.
Was that on the list of best anime movies? I fucking hope so.
I didn't see it there.
Damn.
The thing about Hathaway though is you need to watch Char's Counterattack to understand any of it, and then you need to
Uh-huh.
have watched like at least original Gundam to understand some of Char's Counterattack. So
But
there's a lot of It's a lot of
animation and
free
story, it's
references
peak.
there. Oh, it's phenomenal. Oh, it's the best thing Gundam has to offer.
I was gonna ask you to go with me to the Gundam Fathom event that they had recently, but then I looked into them and I was like, I don't think that that is a thing that I would understand at all."
Well, I didn't even realize they had a Fathom event recently. What was it
It
for?
was a double feature of,
Oh,
Mo
yes, it was Endless Waltz and
Endless
Urder Hunt,
Waltz.
which I thought about. So the thing is, yeah, you need to have seen all of Wing to understand Endless Waltz because it happens like right after.
Yeah,
Um,
which I really want
and
to see because I
Urder
want.
Hunt is a standalone thing, but the movie is nothing. It's the game. I think it was a Japanese only game, and it's just the cutscenes stitched together. It's like not actually a movie.
It's like Chain of Memories,
Yeah,
right?
whatever that
Wasn't
is.
Chain of Memories just all cutscenes?
I have no idea what Chain of Memories is, but sure.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh well, I haven't actually played Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Everything I know about it, I know against my will.
You just know about Cloud's wing
I
being
know about Cloud's stupid wing. Sephiroth gets 2 more wings. Um,
and Goofy
th
dies.
Goofy dies. They're gonna put Jared Leto in Kingdom Hearts 4 because of Tron.
Ha! Of course
Um,
they will, that's gonna be
that would be
awesome.
the funniest outcome. That would be so funny.
Well,
Did somebody
until
say the
then,
door to darkness?
thank you all for watching. Please subscribe for more. Please go follow our, VGU Gaiden, Blue Sky account and the VGU Prime Blue Sky account, and thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me, sir,
Yeah, happy to be here.
and for suggesting Frieren because it was a great time.
I told you it would be.
Exactly. You told me a lot, and I should have listened. And I'm happy I did. Um, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
And you alright? Can you hear me? 誰もいない線路沿いをなぞってく大げさに泣いて笑ってほしくて